I'm Stephanie with Supportedly, and I'm here with John Jones from Anthroware. Thanks for being here, John.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Discussion around like what was it that made you take the plunge to say, yes, I'm going to do this. We talked a little bit about you had a feeling and a sense that it was something you wanted to do, but was there a certain like an impetus that drove you to it?
I actually remember the exact moment when we decided to do this. Myself and my business partner, Jason Stewart. He was visiting from California. We were rock climbing at Looking Glass, and we're like halfway up this route. And at the time, we worked on compliance software for special education. And we asked ourselves the question of like, what good are we doing in the world? And there's some like thin, intangible thread that gets back to some kid having a slightly better education because they had compliance software, but it wasn't good enough for us. And we just said, you know what if we did our own thing and we gave, we started out saying that we were going to give 10% of our profit away to charities, which was absolutely ridiculous. We give every year we have, even the years we've been broke. And we generally do that by working on other projects, but not 10% because we couldn't sustain that. But that was the moment, and it was very clear that we were moving forward at that point, and that we had a reason for that, to make great software and to give back to the communities where we work.
All right, John Jones, what is your superpower?
I don't have one. And I can answer that question by telling a story of being in high school and struggling with something academically, and my dad was very kind to me and said, you and me, we're not the smartest people, but we work really hard. And I think that has really changed the way I think about being successful and making your own opportunity. And if I had to choose anything that I feel like I might have some aptitude for in this world, it's finding the superheroes that want to work on this team and being completely humbled by the fact that they want to work with us here.
When it gets hard, what do you rely on?
That's a great question. It's hard a lot. I definitely lean on Jason a lot. The whole team really, we're small. We rely on each other. And faith. But a lot of that is knuckling down and preparing for the next thing. You can't get too hung up on your current circumstance as an entrepreneur. You have to look for the long-term trend, and when it stops being hard, you're probably not growing or challenging yourself like you should be. It's always hard.
Awesome. So tell me if there's anything that sticks out, if it's several things, what brings you joy or what has brought you joy in building this?
I think the joy really comes back to building the team. Pretty focused on that, figured that out. And I think specifically when people join Anthroware and we're able to provide an opportunity for them to grow professionally and take care of them on a personal level, that just means a lot. And forget whatever business you're in, at the end of the day, we're doing this to provide a living for ourselves, for our families, and the end result, especially when you're developing tools like we do, is making people's lives easier. It's literally all about people. In fact, we have anthropology in the name of the company. We're studying people to make these tools. So it really, to me, starts with the team and kind of working in harmony to really solve wicked problems.
3, 2, 1. Hi, Stephanie with Supported.
Hi, I'm John.
Okay, we got this. 3, 2, 1. Hi.
I thought we were warming up. All right, this is the most fun I've had all day.
So great.